yourself, about your business, and then what we're looking to accomplish in today's call. I know I kind of asked you already, but for the sake of the call.
Yeah. So, you know that I'm a speaker. I've been a keynote speaker since back around the millennium, and I took a little bit of a sabbatical around my divorce several years ago, and I'm just coming back, and like it's a whole new world. There's everything's digital. There's like new software to learn every other day, and the competition has exploded because what I like to say is every person who goes to Landmark Forum thinks that they're a professional speaker. So anyway, and writes a book. So anyway, I have 5 books now. A couple of them are mini books, but you know, I just write mini books because people don't take the time to read the full book anyway.
Yeah, no, they just want the excerpt from it. Like, what's that one page in there that's really valuable? Give me that.
Exactly. And I have a 285-page book, and I have a couple of 50-page books. So anyway.
Cool. All right. Well, appreciate that.
So my deal right now is that I have created I've done a little bit of video marketing, but I did it. My coach told me to get, signed up with you, and I sort of spaced on that, and I did them on my phone, and then I had to download them to YouTube, and it was a big total pain in the ass.
Yep.
So when I talked to her and I was like, blah, 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 and she said, well, I told you to use Dubb. So anyway, Here we are. And my goal is to book as many sort of high ticket keynotes as I can over 2020 and 2021 and moving forward. So that's my main gig right now.
Awesome. Really appreciate that. Thank you for that information. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and kind of come into a quick demo. I'm going to show you kind of how the platform works. The ins and outs of it, what we can do in terms of functionality, what the most we can get out of it. Any questions you have along the way, feel free to just stop me and ask. I'll be asking you some as well. All right, so let's get right into it.
Is there a way I can get you to go full screen here?
Yeah. You will. There is a little option for it here. 1 second. Let me share my screen, and then I'm going to make that.
Yeah, because my eyes aren't great, and so the bigger it is, the easier it is for me to.
Yeah. What you can do is if you're on a PC or a Mac.
I'm on a Mac.
Okay, you can hit Command plus, and it's gonna.
Yeah.
Let me know if that helps.
Are you at full screen?
So this is as full screen as I can go on this platform. If I jump into this, can you see my screen now? Is it larger?
No.
No.
It's impossible for me to read it except for 540.
Okay. I would say that the little numbers and the little text isn't as important. I'm just going to be kind of giving an overview of how the platform works.
Okay. So that page is up on my computer on the next tab over because that video that you just sent me, I clicked on it and it took me to that page.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Anyway.
So, okay, here we go. So the way that the platform works is we have the ability to create these videos any way we want. Dubb is really an all-in-one solution. So the creation of the videos, hosting, and then distribution. So the first way is on the mobile app. We have a brand new update coming out for Android and iPhone. Lots of really cool functionality. So we can start the video facing this way. We are, facing ourselves. Then we can flip it around. Okay, I just realized I'm not on this. This one. Okay, yeah. So we can start it facing me and then flip it around to the back camera. We can go landscape, portrait, add emojis and text, and just have lots of fun with those videos without requiring any editing.
Yeah, and didn't you have a thing where you can like draw on it or something?
Well, that would be on the screen recorder. Yeah, I'll get into that in 1 second.
Okay.
So I think you can put some text, you can put some emojis and things like that on the screen. You can also take videos from your library and upload them with clips that you're recording live. So lots of functionality on there. It's like having a video editor in real time. Okay, so that's the mobile app. Next is the screen recorder. So do you see the little Dubb icon right here?
Right
where my mouse is? Maybe you see the movement in the top right corner.
Oh, okay, good. Yes.
Yeah. That's the Dubb Chrome extension. When you give that guy a click, it opens up the screen recorder. Maybe you can see the little webcam feed in the bottom corner here. It can either be a webcam picture of you or a profile picture, whichever one you want to use, or just your voice, whatever you feel most comfortable with. And then when you want to record the screen, you just hit that record button, and then now it's going to record your screen. So if you have anything you need to, excuse me. Okay, so like I said, if you need to record anything visually, like a website navigation or a contract walkthrough, or there's actually, I'll get into it in a little bit, some speakers, they actually use This is a prospecting tool to kind of introduce themselves to some speaking opportunities. So this is that screen recorder, and here's the annotation tool. So I can say, click here for this, or sign here, or underline this, whatever I need to do as I'm kind of moving along. So what?
Time out. Yep. I got distracted for a minute when you went to that little green icon. Is it similar to a screenshot?
No, so this is a screen recording. So what I'm doing is I'm actually
so if I wanted to just sit in front of my computer and talk to the person right from my desk, then I would push that button and it would start recording me.
There's two ways to record right from your desk. One would be a webcam only video, which would be like this here, where it's just your webcam and nothing else. So there's this option here. And then there's also the screen recording option, where if I want to record my screen plus my webcam, that's what this guy's for.
That's that green one.
That's the little Dubb icon. It's our little D up as a Chrome extension there.
Okay, let me go on this page and see if I can see it more clearly. A D. I see upgrade plus some green thing and a bell. I don't see a D.
Okay, I can't really see what you're seeing at this point. I'm sorry. What we'll do is at the end here, we'll jump into your screen and I'll help make sure everything looks right.
Okay, good.
Okay. So that is the Chrome extension. That is the other way to record videos. So we said the mobile app when you're on the go. That's the Chrome extension for creating screen recordings or webcam only. And now let me ask you this. What email are you usually using? Like a Gmail or an Outlook or a CRM? What does that look like?
The one peggyspeaks.com.
Is that a Gmail, or is that provided by like
That's my email. That's my email.
Great. So you're used to this interface here, like a Gmail interface then?
Yes. I don't use Gmail that much, but I know it a little bit.
Okay. So basically what I'm trying to say is we do have a direct integration with Gmail or Outlook. If we're using something else like a Yahoo or a Hotmail or something, we don't have an integration there, but we do have one with Gmail and Outlook. And the way that works is there's a little Dubb icon right here in the bottom of the toolbar. I know this is probably kind of hard to see, it's small, but there's a little Dubb icon right there in the toolbar. And the way it works is all you do is give it a click. It gives you access to your library of existing videos. So say if you have some videos you've pre-recorded where you, I'll go into those in a minute. So you have some like frequently asked questions, or like I said, some videos that you've already recorded. All you have to do is click that video and I can say video for Bob or whoever it's for, and then insert that into an email. So that was going to be ready to go basically pretty quick. The stream's slowing down the GIF a little bit here. My computer's
What about LinkedIn?
Yeah, so that's with an email. I'll get to that in just 1 second. Sorry. Okay, so there's within Gmail. You can also record a brand new video right within here as well by doing the same thing. So you just click the Dubb icon. It gives you access to your existing ones. I can record a brand new one and check on the activity reporting. So that's within Gmail. Now, LinkedIn is going to work almost identically. So if I'm inside of LinkedIn, there's a Dubb icon in a couple of different places. One is right here in a direct message. So say if I've already a contact with someone and I want to message them, there's a little Dubb icon there.
Wow.
Give it a click, gives me access to my videos. I just click one that I want to insert. And again, I can put their first name on it. And you'll see it looks like this before I've sent it. So it looks like a link. It doesn't show up as an image or anything. And you see it's a video for Bob in there. But if you'll see in here, if I've actually sent the message, it shows up a little bit differently. So it shows the still thumbnail. It shows the hyperlink with their personalization text on there. And then also the name of the video.
How can I change the thumbnail?
So the thumbnail can be done in a number of different ways. By default, it's going to be the very first frame of the video. But if we want to use something else, it's pretty simple. We just come into video here. 1 second, actually. Trying to find a specific video page, but it's all right. Okay, all we have to do is go into any video, because every video you upload to Dubb has its very own page, its own little library, things like that.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second here. So, for example, this video here, if I wanted to change the thumbnail, because right now the very first frame of this video is a black thumbnail, and that's not attractive. Nobody wants to click on that. So if I wanted to change that, all I do is come into editing, and then for the thumbnail selection, I can either choose any point along the video to be a thumbnail, so I can move it along here and then make that the thumbnail, or to any point in there and make that the thumbnail. or I can upload my own frame as the thumbnail, either a GIF or a JPEG or a PNG.
So you could put your cover photo.
Yeah, exactly. You could put whatever you want there, and either be a still image or a GIF, and then inside of LinkedIn,
my screen went blank. Okay,
it's going to show that.
Okay, I had trouble when I went to do my profile. There was some software there that I wasn't familiar with to upload my photo, and I got blocked there.
Okay, that may have just been an upload size limitation because there's about a 1 megabyte upload limit on the headshot.
No, I didn't put a big thing in there, but
yeah, I can definitely cover that. You mean for the profile picture here, or do you mean on the video page like the thumbnail?
No, on my profile page.
Okay, yeah. So if you just come in here, settings, profile, it says select new photo. So all you have to do is select a photo from your
mine doesn't. Mine, it tells me I need to, do I want to connect with some software where that photo is going to come up like everywhere?
Okay, well, that's definitely, I would say, either an extension or an application or some software you have on your device. That's not anything that is built into our system.
Okay, because my photo thing is not at the top. It's at I think it's at the bottom. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
I don't want to. If it's a problem, I'll try it again. If it continues to be a problem, I'll reach out for help.
Okay, great. Yeah. So I would say that sounds like an extension, that like a Gravatar or something like that, where it's trying to use it's connecting all your photos to other things.
I think that's what it was called.
Yeah. So that's a third party tool. That's not us.
Okay. I don't know how to disconnect it, but anyway, I'll figure it out.
So now we talked about what the videos look like or how to record them within LinkedIn and email. You can record right here through the Dubb icon as well. So I can just click record. Okay, so that's what it looks like when we send the videos through LinkedIn. That's the thumbnail with the personalization. And we can record or select an existing video. There's also the ability to include videos in connection requests. So if I want to send this guy a connection, I can click connect, add a note, and there's a Dubb icon there as well. So I can put little links to the videos in those requests. Mm-hmm. So for those, I usually don't recommend doing like a custom video at this point. Wait until we're connected. Then we can use another strategy. So as I mentioned.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah, we have a lot of speakers that use the platform for a number of things. One is like booking pages for events itself. So like say if there's an event that you're going to be a good fit for, you were either on the host of that event, the creator of that event. We can prospect the titles of those events specifically, like the person who's doing the booking for the event. And then we can also go to the event page itself. So like say if there's a speaking opportunity in Los Angeles. So I would go to the event. This is just very generic, but I go to the page of that event and I can create a screen recording there. And I'm going to submit that to the people in charge of recruiting for that event, or the people who are in charge of booking for that event. And then that way, when they receive this through LinkedIn or a text message or an email, whatever you're sending it through, the preview is actually going to be something of theirs, because that's going to be the most interesting thing for them in terms of a thumbnail. So like, as I was showing you here, that's my face. They don't know who I am yet. So maybe that's the most interesting thing. Whereas if we're trying to prospect them, we're really trying to break through the noise and let them know where we're going to be an awesome candidate for their event. Then we want to give them something that's really going to want them to click on it. So it's usually something of theirs, either their LinkedIn profile, their business page, or that booking, that event page for the specific engagement. So
you're suggesting to I get the thing about go to the event page and create a recording, and then for the thumbnail to maybe use their event.
No, that's what I meant is actually create so the thumbnail is the event page. So like if I want to name an event you'd like to speak at.
I'm sorry?
Go ahead and just name an event that you spoke at before or that you'd like to speak at. I'm just
TED Women. Although I don't think it doesn't really.
Yeah, I don't know if there's an event that I can okay, actually, this is fine. This is perfect. So this is their main website. So what I would do is this win right here, this December 4th.
Yeah.
Create the recording. This isn't probably the best page because when we're reaching out to someone really specific to get this booking, and that's what we're going to want to include is something of them. So whoever that person is, we want to include maybe the event and them in that video.
Okay.
So say, for example, if we knew who it was on LinkedIn, who we're trying to break through, say if it was Ryan here, I would probably start the video here on Ryan's page and say, hey, Ryan, I was reaching out to you for a number of reasons. One is I saw you have this upcoming event, and then you'd switch to that page where the event is and saying, I'm going to be a perfect candidate for this event based on X. And
that's awesome. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the creation of the video itself. Now, and actually, so we've talked about a couple things. We've talked about the creation, which is either through the app, through the screen recorder, or through the integrations. And then we've now are ready to kind of talk about the customization. So we looked at what the video looks like on the front end of it, before they've clicked. So if it's through a LinkedIn or a text message or any social media, it's going to be a still thumbnail like this with the link. If it's through email, it's going to be the animated GIF. So a little bit fancier. I've shown you that actually. So if I press that, you'll see it shows up as the animated GIF. And then now what happens on the recipient's end if they click?
Can you turn it off? I really don't like those GIFs.
So you don't have to use GIF by default. You can use anything. So I can press this copy button. I can copy the still thumbnail. I can copy just the link. I can do whatever I need to. Yeah. So you don't have to do the GIF and the link at once.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. So that is how it's going to look in the email, in the text, in social media. And then now what happens when the recipient clicks this or the link or wherever you're sending it from, it's going to take them back to a video page just like this, except for it's going to be all of your own stuff. So your own URL, your own logo, custom background here, your logo on the watermark as a watermark there if you choose it, custom play bar, play button, just to make sure everything's cohesive with your branding. This playlist feature here is really, really powerful for what we're talking about as well. So, excuse me, what speakers are doing, what other people that are trying to get bookings and things like that, what they'll do is they want to reach out to someone on a first name basis. The person they're reaching out to, they're trying to build a relationship with, they're trying to break through the noise, and they want to make an impression. And so they want to include that person's first name in there. They want to make that person feel special.
Of course.
So they say, hey, first name, I was reaching out to you, especially you, just for you, and here's why. But then the fact is that the majority of what you're actually having to say is repeatable. You have a whole.
I've done it. Okay. I've made. Not
good.
Yeah, I made a bunch.
What we have here,
I changed the beginning, and then the rest is pretty much the same.
Boom. So what you've done the hard way, we've built a little feature in here to make it really very quick and automatic. So here's how it works. There's a playlist. You have that first video where you just record the 15 seconds. Hey, first name, wanted to reach out to you. And at the end of that, it automatically transitions into that next video where you have that pre-recorded content.
No way.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Exactly why we built that. So now you just have to record those 10, 15 of those custom videos, and then we tag on your bulk part of the message. And it's just a very automatic, very fast process versus what we were doing traditional.
Okay. I am sensing our time is almost up.
Almost. We got a few more minutes.
Okay. But I want to ask you one thing.
Yeah, go for it.
I really appreciate you doing one-on-one tutorial, but do you have any, because I'm not 30 years old, it's a little slower for me to sometimes get this stuff. Are there any recorded tutorials that I can access?
There are both recorded tutorials, and then there's one-on-one coaching included with your subscription. Okay. So what we're doing right now, we would be able to do just for you, setting up your account. So instead of like the discovery of me showing you what we can do, it would actually be me setting you up hand to hand, with those things. And then what we would do is actually create that recording, you and I on a conversation, and then you'd have access to that recording whenever you need it. So in addition to that custom video you and I would create together, if you, as part of his paid subscription, there's this little eye icon right here that opens up our video tutorial center, which has nice bite-sized videos for everything on the platform. The one I always recommend to get started with, whether you're going to be part of our paid program or utilizing the trial or whatever, is right here, the quick tutorial on Dubb. It's about an 8-minute video. It covers everything step-by-step of how to upload your own logo, how to put in your headshot, which it sounds like you're having some trouble with, how to attach these buttons, background images, all that stuff.
Show me again where that button is.
So it's this lowercase
I. How did you get that black bar to come up?
Yeah, right here. This lowercase I icon right here in the top right corner.
I don't see your. I don't see your. Oh, okay. There you go.
Right here, this lowercase I icon, very top right. You just give that guy a click, and it opens up this black bar with all the videos.
All right.
Yeah, this first one here is the most important one I'd say to get started.
Yeah.
Beyond that, there's nice little videos. Anything you see over here, there's a section for it. There's a video over here explaining it.
Great.
Yeah, so that's the Nice Video Tutorial Center. That's where I always recommend to get started, because there's tons of other content we have out there in terms of like strategies and practices and things like that.
No, I just need to get the software learned.
You know, exactly. That's why I would say, but this stuff is much more direct. It's actually, here's a tutorial instruction of how to use the platform. So
okay.
Yeah, there's this guy. And then as I mentioned, what we offer as part of a subscription is as much one-on-one support as you need. We have live chat support on the website itself through this little guy right here. So that's a real person that can help you. And there's also articles, so you can search in any keyword there. And then, as I mentioned, as part of the paid subscription, you have unlimited access to your coach, where we can help make sure things like video length, script type, call to action structure, all the stuff that I kind of showed you on this page. We want to make sure that you know exactly how to set these up. We actually do a lot of it for you in terms of the why and the way the buttons are structured. And then also it depends on what resources you have. So if you have some testimonials to leverage, if you have a full website, if you have other things like that, that's really what's going to determine how we're going to build these pages out.
Okay, great. This is awesome. You guys are amazing. You guys created an amazing platform here. It's great. Appreciate it.
All right, so let's see. We got a few minutes left. Any questions you have before we're going to go ahead and switch over to your screen? I wanted to take a look at a couple of things you had going on if we're able to in the last few minutes here.
Okay.
We ready?
Yeah. Can you see it?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop my share. Okay, now do you see at the bottom of this window, there's a couple little buttons, and one of them would say share screen. At the very bottom, there should be like 4 or 5 little buttons. And so if you click share screen, then it's going to say screen 1, or it should say desktop 1 or something, and then click that, and then click share again. Unless you've updated to Mojave, Catalina.
I'm not on Chrome. Would that make a difference?
It will for Dubb. So if you're using Dubb, you'll definitely have to be on Chrome for anything you're doing recording wise. I'm not sure about StreamYard. What happens when you click share screen?
It says share screen sharing tips, and then there's a blue bar, and I'm pushing share screen.
Does it give you the option to choose which screen you'd like to share?
Yeah, I guess it did.
Okay, so then select that screen, your main screen, and then click share again.
Sharing works best with a good computer. No, it says sharing. It says these are tips.
Okay, so if you click screen sharing, it just gives you tips. It doesn't give you the ability to share a screen.
Well, then at the bottom it says share screen. I'm pushing that.
Yeah. So what happens when you click
your browser has blocked your screen? Click the screen icon in the address bar to allow access.
Okay, so yeah, it says the browser's blocking it. Okay, so
I think maybe something came up and I pushed don't allow because I didn't read it.
That's okay. So what we can do too is you and I can connect later on to troubleshoot things if you're having, like I said, that's as part of the paid subscription. You do have access to that. I do recommend checking out that tutorial video, and if you have any questions between the time you and I meet, you can either reach out to chat support or you can email me directly. We can get you taken care of all the way up until we meet again virtually like this. Okay. All
right. So I'm trying to think if I have any other questions.
We can also, let me see here. I think we have, okay, I do only have 2 more minutes. So yeah, any questions you have, I'd love to answer right now. Otherwise, yeah, we don't quite have time for the screen share.
No, yeah. Okay. I feel good. I mean, I feel appreciative of you guys making the effort to really do one-on-one. It really makes a big difference. And I only can get additional consultation if I'm a paid member. Is that right?
Well, like I said, you have email support and chat support, but as far as additional screen support goes, yeah, that would only be available as a part of a paid subscription.
And is it at the lowest one or at the higher ones?
The $40 a month one.
Okay. All right. All right, Darius. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely, Peggy. All right. Okay. Anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out. We'll get you taken care of, okay?
Take care.
Wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye.